Traveling by air has become increasingly challenging for passengers over the years. From rising airline fees to frustrating issues with overhead bin space, the process of carry-on travel seems simple, but it's riddled with hidden problems that most travelers overlook. If you've ever packed your carry-on bag meticulously, only for it to be taken away at the gate, or found yourself caught off guard by unexpected fees, you're not alone. These experiences have become far too common, and airlines are not about to warn you. In fact, they might even take advantage of the confusion and hidden rules. In this article, we'll break down 3 of the major problems with carry-on luggage today. Problems that every traveler should be aware of before heading to the airport. With a bit of foresight, you can avoid these issues entirely and make your travel experience much more comfortable and efficient. Additionally, we'll dive into practical hacks that can help you travel lighter, smarter, and without all the stress that typically comes with trying to get your carry-on bag on board. One of the biggest changes in air travel over the last few years is the hidden fees associated with carry-on luggage. What was once a staple of an economy ticket is now an extra charge for many airlines. When you book your flight, you might think that your carry-on luggage is included in the price, but many budget airlines, as well as some traditional carriers, now charge extra for this privilege. It's no longer enough to simply pack a suitcase and expect it to be included in your ticket. You're often left with the choice of paying an additional fee or scrambling to find a way to reduce your luggage size. Airlines introduced carry-on fees to cut costs and boost revenue, which makes sense from a business perspective. However, it's become a game of cat and mouse for travelers, who are often unaware of how much extra they'll be paying. For example, budget airlines like Spirit, Ryanair, and Frontier Airlines have made headlines for their low base fares, which seem like a good deal until you factor in the add-ons like carry-on luggage fees. These fees can range anywhere from $25 to $60 or more, depending on the airline and how early you book your bag. This means that what seemed like an affordable flight can suddenly become a lot more expensive. Airlines often don't advertise these fees up front, so you may only discover them during the booking process or at the airport when it's too late to adjust your plans. The best way to avoid these fees is by traveling with just a personal item bag, which many airlines allow without any extra charge. A personal item bag typically fits under the seat in front of you and can be smaller than a standard carry-on. However, don't be fooled by airlines that seem generous. Always check the airline's baggage policy in advance to make sure your personal item bag meets their size and weight requirements. When you choose to travel with a personal item bag, you effectively avoid the hidden fees that come with carry-on suitcases. This tactic is especially useful for short trips, where you don't need to bring a ton of items. In fact, with the right packing techniques, you'll be able to fit everything you need into just one compact bag. Another common issue when traveling with a carry-on suitcase is the dreaded forced gate check-in. Even if you've paid extra to bring a carry-on, there's still a strong possibility that you'll be told to check it in at the gate. Why? Overhead bin space is at a premium on flights, and some airlines have adopted policies that prioritize efficiency over passenger convenience. This means that even if you've followed all the rules and boarded the plane with a carry-on, the airline might not have enough room for your bag, forcing you to check it in at the last minute. Being forced to check your carry-on bag at the gate brings with it a number of risks. For one, you'll be worrying about whether your bag will be delayed, lost, or damaged. You've likely packed valuable items, such as electronics, medications, or important documents in your carry-on. Once your bag is out of your sight, there's no guarantee that it will arrive in the same condition or even at the same time as you. Additionally, in cases where your flight is delayed, there's always the possibility that your checked luggage could end up being misplaced. Some travelers have reported bags not making it onto their connecting flights due to gate check-ins, causing unnecessary stress and hassle. By opting for a personal item bag, you can avoid the frustration of gate check-ins altogether. Personal item bags are specifically designed to fit under the seat in front of you, which means they're not subject to the whims of overhead bin space. You'll always have a designated spot for your bag, and you won't have to worry about someone else's carry-on taking your spot. If you've ever found yourself waiting anxiously at the boarding gate, eyeing the overhead bins and trying to get a head start on securing space for your carry-on, you've likely encountered a phenomenon called gate lice. This term refers to passengers who crowd the boarding area early in an attempt to get on the plane as quickly as possible. They want to be the first ones to grab overhead bin space before it fills up. Not only is this behavior annoying and disruptive, but it also creates unnecessary competition among passengers. Airlines have started taking action to curb this issue, with some implementing systems that beep and reject travelers who attempt to board early, forcing them to go back to the end of the line. This creates more delays and frustration for everyone involved. The best way to avoid becoming a gate lice is simple. Don't worry about overhead bin space at all. Travelers who only have a personal item bag can afford to wait until the last group boards the plane, knowing that there will always be space for their bag under the seat. They don't need to stress about securing a spot or rush to get on the plane first. Traveling light allows you to be relaxed, even during the stressful boarding process. This not only reduces anxiety, but also prevents you from falling into the competitive, high-stress mentality that many passengers adopt when carrying a carry-on suitcase. Now that we've identified the main problems associated with carry-on luggage, let's talk about how you can make travel with just a personal item bag an absolute breeze. Packing strategically for a short trip means using a few clever tricks to maximize the space in your bag. You'll be amazed at how much you can fit in a small personal item if you know how to pack it efficiently. One of the most effective and fun packing hacks is the Army roll, also known as the Ranger roll. This technique is a game changer when it comes to saving space, especially for bulky clothing items like pants. Here's how it works. Lay your pants flat and smooth out any wrinkles. Fold the pants in half lengthwise so one leg is over the other. Begin tightly rolling the pants from the bottom, keeping the roll as compact as possible. Once rolled, fold the waistband over the roll to secure it. This method is effective for everything from shirts and pants to jackets and sweaters. The tight bundles are small enough to fit into almost any personal item bag. Packing cubes are a fantastic way to organize your clothing and compress them further to save even more space. But the real magic happens when you use packing cubes with a compression feature. These cubes allow you to squeeze out the air, effectively shrinking your clothing into a compact, space-saving package. Here's how to use them effectively. Place your rolled clothes into the packing cube. Use the compression zipper to remove any excess air. Shrink the cube down until it's as compact as possible. Not only does this keep your clothes neatly organized, but it also maximizes the available space in your personal item bag. Now that you've packed your clothes efficiently, it's time to choose the right bag for your trip. Many travelers make the mistake of opting for a small sling bag or a simple tote, not realizing that they can use a larger, more versatile personal item bag. Some airlines allow full-size backpacks or other larger bags as long as they fit under the seat. When choosing your personal item bag, consider one that offers ample space and compartments for organization. A larger bag, like a backpack or the Nomad Lane bento bag, is perfect for short trips and provides enough room for everything you need. Just make sure that it adheres to the airline's size requirements for personal items. Here's a bonus hack that can make your flight experience much more comfortable. During the flight, you can pull your personal item bag out from under the seat and tuck it behind your legs for extra leg room. While you're allowed to stow your personal item under the seat during takeoff and landing, once you're in the air, there's no reason why you can't use that space more efficiently. Tucking your bag behind your legs will give you a little extra breathing room, especially on longer flights. By following these simple yet effective hacks, you'll be able to travel with just a personal item bag and avoid the common pitfalls of traditional carry-on luggage. You'll save money on fees, avoid the stress of gate check-ins, and steer clear of the gate lice crowding around the boarding area. Packing light isn't just about saving space, it's about making your travel experience smoother, more relaxed, and more enjoyable. Happy travels!